friends. If you're new here, I'm Lexi Mack and my husband is Brian Mack, and we are bringing you a bunch of videos about cutting men's hair, cutting short hair, styling natural hair, but also we do lifestyle videos too. So today I'm going to be sharing some tips and things I've learned along my skincare journey, and I'll be giving some product recommendations, but also just some tips if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation or an upset skin barrier, because that was something I dealt with very early on in the pandemic, and I know how disheartening it can be when you are just having a bunch of dark spots. So this is my skin today. And I'll be showing you some before pictures. So my skin today is completely different than what it was maybe 8 months ago. I want to say from March to June, my skin was probably the worst it has ever been in my life, no exaggeration. I had a lot of dark spots, a lot of hyperpigmentation, and I attributed it to poor diet. You know, we were early on in quarantine, so I was just at home eating a bunch of fatty snacks, a bunch of sugar, and that resulted in breakouts, and then I would pop my breakouts, and then I get a bunch of dark spots. So you know the cycle. That's what happened. And I didn't learn much about, you know, what it means to destroy your skin barrier until I did it. So a few tips that I have for everyone, I'm gonna go through them and just tell you how I learned that tip. So first and foremost, when dealing with hyperpigmentation or an irritated skin barrier, well, the first indicator that you're dealing with that is you like your breakouts keep surfacing and your pimples aren't necessarily pussy. So I had a bunch of bumps, but they weren't ordinary pimples. They just seemed like they wouldn't stop. They were inflamed, but popping them did not give me, you know, that gratification when you have a bunch of yellow pus or a bunch of white pus coming out. And they were just coming back to back. They weren't settling or anything like that. And looking back, my skin was very irritated, but I just looked at it as like, I'm just breaking out, like when will it calm down? But it was very much inflamed. And the first step when you notice that those kind of symptoms is cut out your exfoliants. So for me, I did not know that at all. So I would say for like a month, maybe 2 months, I was exfoliating multiple times a week and multiple times a day. So I was using bathing creams, I was using glycolic acid, I was using turmeric mask, I was using turmeric facial bars, vitamin C. Like I was literally just using anything that someone said was going to get rid of dark spots or anything like that. I was putting it on my face, not realizing how harsh it was to already irritated skin. And it took my homegirl telling me, I sent her a picture of what I was dealing with, and you know, she watches a bunch of YouTube videos, follows a bunch of influencers, and her skin is amazing. And she was just like, maybe you should just cut them out. Like, it looks like your skin is irritated. Stop exfoliating for like a month. And I was like, what? Like, that's how is that gonna help? I was very skeptical, but I was like, I clearly don't know what I'm doing, so maybe I should talk to someone whose skin like looks like, you know, she has it together. So I did. I cut out all exfoliants for a month to 6 weeks, and then instead of exfoliating, I just used a bunch of products that were moisturizing. So, you know, I use a lot of aloe. I actually got a serum from the brand Beste, and it was called like they had like a day-night serum. The night serum had like some exfoliating acid in it, so I didn't use it, but I'll attach a picture. But I did use the Bliss Day Serum because it had hyaluronic acid in it. I think that's how you say it. So I would put that on and just would go about my day. I wonder, did I use a toner? I can't remember if I used a toner. If I did, it was probably like just rose water. If I did, but I just remember it was heavy on the don't use anything. And I did that for a month, and I saw results. I'll actually attach like a before and after picture of just what my skin looked like when I stopped exfoliating. And then the step 2 was, well, it's kind of related, the hydrating products gentle. So this actually goes into my number 3 as well. But as soon as you can, see a professional, see an esthetician. So immediately, once I was about 6 weeks into not exfoliating, I was able to get in and book a facial. This was when stuff is just starting to open back up after everything had been closed down through the initial shutdown. So I saw an esthetician, and she immediately noticed that my skin was still irritated. She was saying that all my breakouts were still active. I had some that were dormant, but she said that they looked like they were just irritation, not like acne, and that she had me go through my skin routine, which was so embarrassing because I knew that it was trash. I knew I was doing way too much. And when I was listing the stuff off and how many times I was exfoliating, she was just like, no, make it stop.
No.
So she had me send her a picture of like every skin product I own, and then she told me like if it would be working with me or working against me. And our goal was to work towards a more simplified skin routine, something I could actually keep up with that would get me the goal of the skin that I wanted. So that was really important to me because I actually had goals. Like, we were getting married in August, as you all may know, and I didn't want it. You know, I'll show you the pictures, but all that's not bridal. It was not very bridal to me. And I had never had breakouts. Like, through my teen years and stuff, I would get like a period pimple or something, but it was something I had not experienced. And it was making me very insecure, to be honest. My family was bringing it up every time they saw me, like, what's going on? Why are you having these breakouts? Is everything okay? And I was just like arguing, like, it's okay to be imperfect. Like, everyone's skin is imperfect all the time. But it was eating me alive inside. So luckily I met Allison, and she just completely revamped my skin routine. So we simplified it extremely. So I had been using the same cleanser like literally since high school. It's like a clean, clear 3-step kind of thing. I had been using it so long, I had no issues. That was the first thing that she was like, oh, you got to throw that out. Like, no. So she switched me to the Fresh brand, and it was their soy cleanser. I used this for months. I think I had like a bottle and a half. I just forgot my last bottle when I went out of town, but loved it. Super gentle, super light. Yes. And then so she had me do that. For toners, I think I have been using like really acidic things because I had the dark spots. But prior to the breakouts, I may have only been using witch hazel, but I did have a toner by one of my favorite skincare brands, Natural Mystic. They have a mist. I can grab it. Actually, I'll just show you the picture. No, I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll just grab all their little products since I'll be talking about them. So yeah, so I think I use this occasionally. So this is the rose quartz. Is it focusing? Like, I don't know if it's focusing, but it's rose water, vitamin C, aloe, chamomile, and witch hazel. So as you see, like, this bottle, it's a big bottle, but kind of halfway through. And I use that occasionally. So she switched me to the rose water, just plain rose water. And for my moisturizer, also Natural Mystic, she allowed me to keep. My Natural Mystic product, she allowed me to keep. So my moisturizer was Zen Hydration Jelly, aloe, coconut oil, rose water, and tea tree. So very gentle. Been using this for like years. And she recommended that I wash my face once a day instead of my usual twice. The once a day washing it with just water, and then moisturizing, and then sunscreen, SPF. I have been using an SPF that was expired, so it was literally doing nothing for me. Now I use Supergoop, their Unseen sunscreen. 2 thumbs up. And yeah, that was my new skincare routine. And I worked out a lot in the summer. I work out outside, work out in my house, whatever. And she just said, like, to be mindful that I need to wash my face after working out. So I only wash my face at night, essentially. I would wake up, wash it with water, and then I work out later in the day, and then wash it with the cleanser, tone with the rose water, and then hydration jelly. Yeah, no sunscreen at night, just the sunscreen earlier in the day. So yeah, so the benefits of seeing a professional, you don't have to guess. You don't have to be cutting stuff out, guessing what's working, what's not. A professional can literally tell you what it is that you're doing wrong and how to make it better to achieve your skincare goals, such as a wedding or getting rid of your dark spots or more moisturized skin. It's really easy to see someone that knows all about it. Okay, so then first step, oh, I literally wrote out these steps so horribly, like, because they were all, I said simplify your routine. Well, whatever. So I guess now I'll just show you, I'll show you what I do. I haven't washed my face yet today, so I will show you the products I use. Tonight I'm gonna exfoliate, so I'll show you the exfoliator I use. And we can just talk a little bit more about products that I love, and we can look through before and after pictures, things like that. So let's do it. Okay, so first step, I am going to cleanse. So I no longer have the fresh soy cleanser because I ran out of it, and I've been trying to save money and not always running by products because, let's face it, they're expensive and you end up having so many products in your house. So I've been trying to be more mindful of that and using products that I know are good and to finish. But that is like my top cleanser. I got this little cleanser from Drunk Elephant. It was like a birthday gift, like from Sephora, but it was recommended by my esthetician. She said it was safe to use. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep this until this runs out, and then I'll buy a new cleanser. And I have a few. If I don't get the fresh soy cleanser, or this, another one is Natural Mystic. Hello, they're dropping a new cleanser. Shout out to Naisha. She's dropping a new cleanser, so I'll probably get that too, just because gentle cleansers are the way to go. So today I'm cleansing with Drunk Elephant. I think that's Beste or Best. Number 9 Jelly Cleanser. I don't know how to focus on my phone. Is that it? Is that it? Dude, I really don't know how to focus on here. I'm so sorry. But it says purify and dissolve. The key ingredients are Cantelope and Glycerin. So Glycerin is a humectant. I just learned that word. And I know it helps with moisturizing. So I'm gonna start with that. I use cool water. And I have lash extensions right now. So I have to be mindful not to really get them super wet. I use like cool water. And not a lot, just like enough to see it. I don't know if anyone's ever watched the LA Beautyologist, but she says to always cleanse for 60 seconds. So that's what I do. Hopefully just for 60 seconds because I'm not timing it. But basically until you feel like you're doing something. I would say improving my skincare routine has definitely been one of my biggest blessings out of this pandemic. I noticed way less breakouts and just the glow. It just looks more hydrated and feels lighter and not as dry. You know, all that good stuff. Okay. I think I'm about done now. Sometimes you get a little too into it. Okay. Okay. And then like wipe it off. I don't do that little splash thing they do in the commercials. To clean my lashes, I use like a spoolie. I put like water on it and I comb through. But you know, sometimes you get those little eye crusties, so I gotta get closer to the mirror because I don't want y'all like. Yeah, you see that? Ew. Sorry. So when you have lashes, it's like harder to get those. But everyone gets them. So you see, I mean, mine. See, look. They be in there. They be in there deep. Okay. We are cleansed. Okay. So the next step is tone. So for my toner, I've been using Natural Mystic Skincare. Holla. Their Rose Quartz Mist. These are a little bit about Natural Mystic and why I stand for it. They're all natural products, so skincare made simple. All made in the kitchen, which so I can trust it. And it is Black owned, woman owned, small business. So support. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, so these are really simple. Rose water, very moisturizing. Vitamin C helps with hyperpigmentation. Aloe, very soothing. Chamomile, soothing. And witch hazel is just helping to manage oiliness. So some people spray it on like a cotton ball and then do it. Some people spray it and then do the cotton ball. I've literally just been spraying it on my face and then leaving it. It smells good too. Yep. So we are toned. Okay, as you see,
Now I'm starting to really come into form.
that's healthy skin. That's healthy skin, y'all. Like, it's exciting. I'm telling you. Y'all see in the pictures, it was not like this. I'm so grateful for everything that helped. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you, Natural Mystic. Thank you, other brands. Thank you, Fresh, Bliss, all of them. Like, quality skincare is so important. So now I'm gonna exfoliate because I did have a pimple that I popped maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. I was impatient and so I was getting facials about every 6 weeks leading up to my wedding. So June, July, and August, I was getting them every month to help improve my skin and get it, you know, glowy, bride ready. And then after my wedding, my skin looked it was so good that my Beste was just like, yeah, you really don't need to come in every 6 weeks. Like, you can stand to go every 8 weeks or more, just because I was implementing her routine and she was just like, I don't really see a need. And a great thing to hear, because usually people are just trying to get you in their chair to get some money out of you. But she was just really transparent, like, you don't need it, so I'm not gonna keep bringing you. And it would have sucked for her to just be finding petty extractions, because they hurt a lot. Facials are not as relaxing as you think they are sometimes, because those extractions are how they started off and they hurt. But your pimples clear up way faster than it would you at home. So anyway, this product is super small but very effective. It's by Bioelements, and it's called Skin Editor. So this is one of those exfoliants that you leave on, and it just helps with perfecting those little dark spots and other imperfections. So this was recommended by my esthetician, and I've been using it since like July probably. And initially I only used it like once a week, then I moved to twice a week. Now I probably use it once or twice a week if I remember. Back then I was more desperate to clear up my dark spots. It smells good too. But yeah, so you just rub it on just a little bit, because it is an exfoliant, so it's not a moisturizer. So you have to keep that in mind. Get some on my forehead. But yeah, it definitely is effective, because my dark spots were disappearing right before my eyes. Okay, so then you put a moisturizer over this, because this is a lot of stronger exfoliating ingredients. So what I'm gonna do is use my Natural Mystic hydration jelly. So it's aloe, coconut oil, rose water, and tea tree. This consistency I love. It is all natural. Look at that shake. Look at that color. I just love it. I've been using this for like 3 years. It just like melts in your hand. It's literally melting in my hand right now. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's like very goopy, I'm sorry. But yeah. Look at that. It's just like water. Just like water. And so you just cover that matte, well, it's kind of like a matte, I don't know, you just cover that exfoliating cream with it. So yeah, exfoliating is usually you just do at night. That's what I'm showing you. And sometimes, like I said, I only wash my face with a cleanser once a day. So if I forget to, depends, like today I'm washing it at night. Lately I've been using a cleanser in the morning. But it really just depends, like whatever my skin feels like it needs to really be cleansed with something is when I do it. But always in the morning, after I cleanse, I use my sunscreen. So at night I don't use a sunscreen. Another serum, if I'm going outside, or if my skin is feeling drier, I'll put like a drop of this on actually. But this is another Natural Mystic product. It's called the Rose Quartz Serum. So I put a little drop of this on when my skin is feeling a little bit dry. It's winter here where I live. Probably show y'all some pictures of what it looks outside right now, because today is a snow day. And I have not left my house today. I'm very happy about that. But if I were to be going outside, I mix a couple drops of this serum, which is almond oil, jojoba, rose blend, grapefruit, chamomile, and vitamin C, just to give me a little bit more coverage as far as like thickness, because it is really dry and cold in the winter here. So yeah. So this is just the close-up. So as you see, I still have that little dark spot there, but yeah, I'm pleased. So I hope this video helped you. Please use the tips that I've recommended. Like, see a professional, simplify your routine. I really hope that you learned something from this. I hope I explained it well, because I know how frustrating it can be looking for videos for a million answers, but I didn't get all the answers I needed until I saw a professional. So I was just sharing what that professional told me. And it's been such a blessing, especially if you're getting married or have graduation or kind of events coming up where you really want flawless skin, or if you just want flawless skin just to get on a more consistent routine of just having your day-to-day life, not even for major events. I think it's perfectly reasonable to just want to look in the mirror and not point at your imperfections. And I think that period of having intense breakouts have made me so much more patient with my skin. Like, this little dark spot would have annoyed me so much a year ago. I would have been aggressively attacking it and just thinking it was the end of the world. But now that I've been to the dark side, it's not bothering me. Just let your skin be skin. It's not going to be perfect all the time. We get periods. We have sugar binges. Sometimes we get really stressed. Sometimes we just have like allergies. So it's just so many things that impact our skin on the day-to-day. So be patient with yourself. Know that you're beautiful regardless, and just interpret this as a way to make you feel a little bit better if you're really feeling down about hyperpigmentation or just a disgruntled skin barrier. It's not the end of the world, and it's definitely something that's treatable and improvable in a short amount of time. So give me, I hope you like this video. Give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. If you're interested in more skincare videos, hair care videos, lifestyle videos, comment below, and deuces.